Dumbbell Romanian deadlift's a phenomenal exercise for starting to develop your hinge pattern. With a Romanian deadlift, what we're doing is we're sitting our hips back. So our hip hinge is where spine stays neutral, and we hinge and sit back, and as that spine stays neutral, all our range of motion is coming through that hip, that ball and socket joint. So what you're gonna see in a Romanian deadlift is I'm gonna sit back, and as I do so, my bum comes back. Notice how my spine is neutral from my butt all the way to my head. You might have your head up. That can help a little bit. We'll talk about that in a second. But it's lower down, hip hinge. I'm trying to get to as close as I can to about 90 degrees, but it's going to be different for everyone based on their hamstring range of motion. What you want to do is you just sit back until you feel the hamstrings lock out, and then from here we squeeze the glutes, drive forward as we come up. So with dumbbells, what it's going to look like is I like to think of three things before I start my deadlift. Head's going to stay up, pinch the shoulders back, and then we stick your butt out a little bit as you sit back, stick the butt out, and that's going to really help us to maintain a neutral spine. From here, squeeze the glutes, drive forward, and then we go right back into it. Lower down, head up, shoulders tight, and butt sticks out, and then we drive forward. That's 2, and then back down, drive up, 3. Another thing that's really important when you're deadlifting, you want to keep the weight nice and close to you. The closer the weight is to you, the more pressure you're going to take off of your spine, the more you're going to be able to load up your glutes and your hamstrings as you do so. And then the last thing is with my feet, I want to keep them flat into the ground, but I put about 80% of my weight onto my heels as I lower back and then drive forward throughout the course of your deadlift.